We right here per your request. Now you stuck in them shoes. No alliances with Gil, but still fuck him too. Before we start, to the fans, we uncomfortable too. Here on YouTube, feeling like y'all because we got love for the dude. But now our page blowing up, they like what y'all gonna do. Show the world you shouldn't poke some men with nothing to lose. All of this just because we wasn't in love with his views. Whatever happened, I just know they got us fucking confused. Hey.
Well, this AJ, Geraldine, I'm Super Dope Keys.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the arena where we pull no punches. We hit you with straight facts and hard truth. Welcome to the Chin Check.
Hey, guard your grill.
Go.
What's up, y'all? Man, this last week, it's just been crazy with the comments on our last segment on Kwame Brown.
Yeah.
Fans.
More or less responding to his fans, and it kind of put me in that space. Like, it reminded me dealing with music, how like you see, like, it seems like you can't approach certain artists or you can't say anything about certain artists because the first thing that people do when you do is they start mentioning, like, oh, well, their net worth is this, or they got this many albums sold, or they got this many views on YouTube, or they got this many streams. So you can't hold them to standard if you're below that. And it's kind of like the same thing on this with Kwame Brown, where I feel we made an honest observation. Like, we just pointed out, what we thought that maybe he was doing hypocritical or whatnot. And then it turned into that. Like, right. almost every comment is, oh man, well, how come you guys only have 130 subscribers and he has however many millions or whatever the hell he has? I don't know. Right. But I don't know. It's just weird. It just seems like we're at that same spot with Kwame Brown. He's beyond reproach. Funny
thing is,
Go.
Right. People pointing out, like, aren't y'all a bust? Because y'all, you want to call him a bust? Y'all a bust. Look at how many followers and views you got. We just started. No one called Kwame a bust out the gate. We gave him a couple years, 12.
And that's the thing too. And I tell people, like, for us to be a bust, I say the way you can say that we be a bust is YouTubers that say somebody put 64 million into this channel. And say 13 years later, we only had 138 subscribers.
13 years later, I was like, hey, y'all, this is the farewell right now. We did it. We tried. We blew 64 million.
Yeah, I go right on that last show, too, eating crab and everything.
No TV show, no billboards,
nothing.
No followers.
64 million.
Well, we had 64 million.
So pretty much it's like we don't have any expectation to be a bust. And it's damn sure not millions of dollars behind us for that expectation.
Correct.
So,
Mr. Pike, and we had money behind us like that.
Yeah.
Man, that was awesome. You hear me?
I'd be sitting there, I'd be talking just like Kwame. If that was the case, I'd be like, 64 million a bust, and everybody need to be a bust then. I'd be talking that same shit too. Have you swindled somebody out of 64 million? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But true. Yeah, it's been a lot of back and forth, just comments, and I respond to the people as best I can.
There's love and hate out there though. That's the cool thing about it. There's both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the greatest thing about it, is that we have hate and we have the same amount of hate we have love too. That's all.
Yeah, because a lot of people, like, we can't be the only ones that feel this way. Correct. And I think it's crazy that one of the other big insults, if you will, is people be like, okay, you guys are just doing this for attention, or you just want to get on using his name.
Clickbait.
And it's like me seeing YouTube, I can see that the thing to do, if you do want those type of views and you want that attention, it would actually be to do the opposite and probably just post Kwame Brown videos and shut up.
That's true.
people
Because
do
that
that.
seems to be blowing people's pages up. And essentially what we did is pretty much we looked at however many subscribers, fan base, whatever Kwame has, and we pretty much told all of them, fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
So if this was for attention, if our opinion or whatever people have against our opinion was for that purpose, then I think we would go the other route, because that seems to be way more beneficial out the gate.
Well, we should have did a reaction video then. We could just watched it.
To what?
To anything. Just
Of
get
Kwame
that
Brown?
clickbait going, and we just sit there.
And that'd be the thing. You just have your little picture up in the corner and have Kwame Brown video running it like he didn't stream it already, and people will subscribe, and all you got to do is just ride his job.
I'll throw in a couple yes. Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what they do too. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the
Like,
point.
wow.
You see that point is leading into what? A message. You see it?
Man, yeah. So it's just been crazy, but man, I appreciate. I mean, regardless, I still appreciate it all, because I think it's a good way to bring up or provoke conversation, and that's what I'm all about.
Yeah.
I think when somebody like Kwame Brown has a platform and they have the audience, then I think they're responsible to even more. I shouldn't say more, but they're definitely responsible for the things that they say and what they put out, and being hypocritical and all that. And I think with Kwame, it's just gotten to the point to where people don't pay attention to any of that. They just pretty much let him run. Yeah, he'll say one thing one day and he'll say another thing the next day, and it totally contradicts what people say his overall message is, as far as when it comes to speaking up for Black people or doing work for the community and all that. And yeah, I just think that like when we start putting these people in that position where we're looking at them like leaders, there got to be a standard. And it's just like with hip hop. I always felt the same way. Like if you're going to say that these dudes is the top, then it should be a standard. They should be giving us something for that. They should be checking their bars and everything. And it's the same thing with Kwame. I'm pretty much saying like, they can check your bars. You know what I'm saying? The bars are suspect. They're not hitting. And people are mad at that. But I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, if you use that metaphor, he's not our standard, the standard of rapper. So you can't do that. He'll be like the overnighter type stuff.
One hit wonder.
Yeah,
but that's the thing though. That's the thing though. Modern day, the one hit wonders are the ones that are like, the public is not sending these motherfuckers away after the one hit.
Yeah, that's true.
The public has the thing is, public don't have as much control like they did back when we had to buy tangible physical items, right? It's all streaming, and you put the money behind it, and they keep pushing it. Now it's on TikTok. It's got a catchy hook. Now you like it. It's like it gets force fed to you so much that what, that mumble stuff ain't that bad. I like it. Like after a while, like it happens.
Yeah, and that's what it feels like with Kwame. It just feels like mumble rap.
Not all mumble rap is. Some is good, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's just okay. So can we have some standard? It's like you can't say anything about Kwame Brown. Yeah. While he could talk about anybody, whoever, however, whenever. Mm-hmm. But if you say something about Kwame, then all of a sudden, man, just the shit people were saying was just crazy. Like we was whitewashed and all kinds of shit. This one chick hopped on and it was saying something like, "I dare you guys speak on a masculine man." Like, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I can see why Black women make such bad choices in Black men. Like, if you think this shit that he's doing is masculine, like everything. Oh my God, man. See, I'm trying to keep it as respect, because I didn't really want to make it as much about Kwame, but this is his fault. It's his fault that he has these people so by the damn throat.
Yeah, but you can't blame him per se. You have to blame them because it's their actions. And they choose what they say. It's his fault for throwing the rhetoric and the abusive banter, if that makes sense. But
So I guess it's their fault because they're not seeing it. And it's not so much as a thing to even take away from Kwame, but I think people should be like, yo, man, like, okay, if you do like his message so much, then he should be encouraged maybe more so towards that, like when he's stepping off, that square, people should be like, yo, man, this ain't it. Saying you were just telling us, you a weak weasel and you whitewashed and white zaddy this and white zaddy that and stuff. But then you over here talking about this man's skin tone as an insult. Or you over here talking about this man's black mama, or, it's like you got to hold people to standard. We have black leaders and they carry themselves in a different way. And I think with black people, we too quick to propel people to these levels of where we're looking at them like leaders and all this shit. And it's just like, man, some people, like, they just have good ideas and then you need to leave it at that. Like, it's a one hit. Like, he had a good idea with the trading and coding in schools and stuff. That was his one hit wonder. Then you leave it at that, because everything outside of that, it's a lot of nonsense.
Correct.
A little malarkey.
Yeah, but
I don't stand for it.
Tag team drop, whoop, there it is. When we ain't still pushing these motherfuckers, telling people don't talk about tag team or nothing.
Yeah, the tag team came back though.
What?
That commercial? Scoop, there it is. Did you see that commercial? That shit was fire.
Yeah,
Prince Miller, Rocky Road.
Yeah, it was.
There it is.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, they're making a comeback.
Man. I don't know. We used to just put one hit wonders away and stuff when they didn't live up to standard. And it just seemed like we're just hanging on to all our one hit wonders. And we're quick to put down our legends and people that actually do more. Every day I'm on the internet, I see people, man, they hard on Westbrook. They critique every move LeBron James does. Like, and LeBron, especially, for example, he's scrutinized down to the fucking every moment of his life. He's scrutinized for losing finals and all that. And that's and every game he's playing for his damn legacy. And we have that extreme to where we can't acknowledge how great LeBron is, for example. But then you go to Kwame Brown and we're supposed to just shut up and give him kudos just because he made it into the league as a poor black kid. As if every fucking black kid in the damn NBA, probably like 9 out of 10, every one of them got the same damn hard coming up story as Kwame Brown.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not getting people's logic on it. And then it's funny in a sense, but then it's kind of sad because it's just like, we're not saying anything to distract from whatever good message you think he has. We're pointing out that he's just wildly inconsistent, and you got to be careful with people like that. What'd you say?
And he's doing it during Black History Month.
Yeah, too. He said, I seen something. Yeah, he said
it's facts.
He was just threatening some niggas online not too long ago.
He was.
I think everybody seen that because that shit was kind of dark.
No, I don't watch his neck. I don't watch him. He's too negative for me, so I don't watch him.
Yeah, his stuff pops up, and it comes up, and you be like, man, let me see what this dude talking about, and so maybe we tripping. Let me see what he's talking about. And man, he was mad at old girl for saying he chose violence, but he damn sure chose violence today.
That man really never chooses violence. He just wants to talk. His violence is talking, not trying. See,
but I'm
gonna retract that because we're going towards his fans. So let me shut up. But
yeah.
But to play devil's advocate,
okay.
When you were talking about that, people are looking for a leader, like like a Malcolm X, like a Martin, like. It's hard because they kill the smart ones. They kill off, or they stop them, like Riz. You know what I'm saying? Riz Islam. You see how they cutting him down. They chop it every time he goes on Instagram. He goes on YouTube. they're canceling him. He's on the I forgot what they call it, the list, you know, what the FBI put out. He's on there.
Word?
Huh?
Damn, for
Terrorist.
real?
Yeah, terrorist. Yeah, he is. And the Nation of
Wow.
Islam. And so it's
Wow.
hard for when somebody
And
speaks up, and even though they're not speaking with knowledge, they're not speaking with care, people just gradually go for that because they need it, because that's how we were raised, that's what we grew up on. We always have a leader, and that's what I feel like is with Kwame Brown. It, you know what I'm saying, just think about it. You are watching him before everybody started targeting him, right? So
naturally, yeah.
so he wasn't big, so nobody really knew. But then when everybody started targeting him and he just rose up, like that nigga was like a messiah, and he was just knocking niggas off to Charlemagne, having them apologize to everybody at ESPN. It felt like he was, that's the man. That's who we need to stand up and follow.
Yeah, and I can see that. And I was with most of his points that he was making. I didn't agree with how Stephen A, aggressively kind of calls out black players and how he harps on black players. So, and I totally thought the way that Stephen A carried Kwame through most of his playing career, I kind of thought that was over the line. It was really disrespectful. I agree with that. I agree with Charlemagne. Charlemagne came out and put out some info. Supposedly Kwame didn't even know about his dad and all that. And
oh yeah, that was crazy. They did that.
and I think a lot of that, and I think he had point to that, but it's like, okay, it's once you go off of your message and everything, that's when I started having a problem. Like the whole show just started getting too silly and real remedial and immature. He got one of his homeboys making fake Sway God videos of songs and shit to make fun of the different people that he has riffs with, and then he plays them like 20 times a show, and then it just like it gets ridiculous after a while. And it's just like, you got to make sure that you don't let that silly shit completely distract you from what you do or what you're doing well or whatever your purpose is. And I think like he focused more on what you would say the negative, because I really don't think people really care as much if he's not offering that entertainment value of, constantly going at Stephen A and, making fun of Matt Barnes and who else he has, Tommy Sotomayor and your boy Hassan Campbell, yeah, it's like people, that's what people are really gravitating to. And then he puts a cap on it by going into like some, oh man, I'm a hell of a nigga type rant and everything. And then that shit just seems to do it. It seems to get the hose wet. I don't know. But yeah, I just for me personally, that's what kind of put me away when he really got away from the message, and then it all just kind of became foolish.
Very, very foolish. Okay.